In 2021, Facebook introduced its Metaverse, sold as the successor of the Internet. The Metaverse would be a parallel digital universe with avatars and artificially created environments. However, it raises questions about its impacts in the real world and for Muslims. Hey, do you want to see a film and TV streaming service amplifying Muslim stories and filmmakers? If so, you want to check out our sponsor, UsHub TV. Check the link in the description to find out more. The Metaverse is a combination of augmented reality and virtual reality, where almost any daily life activities can happen in a virtual world. Chatting with friends, work meetings, shopping, watching films together, visiting places and countries. Through avatars, you can appear as whatever you would like to be. People can live their wildest fantasies. You could be bedridden or in a wheelchair in real life, but in the Metaverse, you would be able to fly. It offers the potential of cutting down transport and commutes, to learn faster, make us more productive and input faster with multiple sensorial inputs, voice and gesture, facial expressions and maybe thought. The more we rely on the Metaverse, the more the economy will become virtual, where people will buy digital goods and services, potentially decreasing the need for us to move or even to use delivery services because we will need fewer physical products. It will offer new opportunities to earn. Anyone could become a seller, creating digital goods. Real-life brands will also be present. Most transactions will rely on cryptocurrencies. Some people argue that we are already in the Metaverse, with our lives and conversations happening in online sub-realities such as social media. Younger generations already spend more time socializing online. We just need an interactive universe where we could slide in. Some others argue that games like GTA, Minecraft, Fortnite, World of Warcraft, and many more were already a form of Metaverse, where people could take avatars, explore and interact online in a virtual universe. However, one of the main contention is that it is owned by Facebook and therefore centralized. It means that to access Facebook's Metaverse, you need to download their own app Horizons, get their Oculus module before you can access their in-world games and apps, and must follow their rules. Horizons is not the only Metaverse. You also have the Omniverse created by Nvidia, a Metaverse for engineers where BMW has its own factory. Fortunately, you also have decentralized metaverses such as Decentraland or Sandbox, where you can buy your own land with virtual currencies. However, in the future, it is likely that decentralized initiative will be absorbed by big companies, and the main platforms would be centralized ones. For Muslims, the Metaverse offers an original way to connect with our cultures, heritage, scriptures, and an easier access to knowledge. Imagine traveling to Turkey, Morocco, and visiting sacred places, or even going to Hajj through virtual reality. It might be easier to find spouses from the other side of the world, but there are also other questions. Can the Metaverse transform the haram into halal? If nothing in the Metaverse is real, can we imagine engaging in zina with virtual dates? Will we be due zakat over our virtual possessions? Will Hajj be valid in virtual reality, or even the prayer? Also, how will Muslims be perceived? Will we see white supremacist and Islamophobic groups in the Metaverse? One key contention coming from various Muslim voices is that the Metaverse is addictive, just like social media, and can disconnect us from the real life and our religious duties. We could lose touch with the problems happening around us in the real world. Will we see the homeless and the poor in the Metaverse? And if not, who will help them? Who will help victims of war and poverty? Will demonstrations and boycotts have the same impact in the Metaverse than in real life? The Metaverse is a centralized initiative by Facebook, which will retain all control over anything that happens within it. Facebook Horizons already has problems of sexual abuse and concerns about child safety, to which Facebook has responded by implementing digital tweaks. Facebook, who owns Instagram, has for many years been criticized by numerous scientific studies about its negative impact on people's mental health, body image, political manipulation. All these accusations came with more strength when ex-Facebook employee Frances Haugen leaked internal documents showing that Facebook was well aware of the damages it was causing but did nothing to act upon it. Facebook admitted censoring Sikh protests against the Indian government in 2020. It has also been accused and opened an internal inquiry about the censoring of messages of support to Palestine in 2021. Facebook Messenger was used by the counter-extremism think tank ISD to privately intervene in conversations with people deemed at risk of being Muslim extremists. Facebook has admitted to lots of mistakes, and consequently the Metaverse promises the beginning of a new era. From a social media platform that monetizes the data entered in exchange between users, the Metaverse is to be a new technology for connecting people. The Metaverse is sold as the natural evolution of social media, boosted by the need for people to remotely meet and connect that many have felt during the pandemic. Current research in artificial intelligence will help manipulating behaviors even more effectively than on social media, thanks to the immersive sensorial experience offered by the Metaverse. As the future offers technology able to monitor our thoughts and brain activity, how safe would it be to put this information in the hands of one company? It is important to remember that Facebook is first a for-profit company that makes money out of advertising and collecting and selling users' data. Social media is free to use, but as the saying goes, if we can't tell what is sold, maybe it is because we are the product. Facebook, now Meta, is one of the very few companies that holds more power over people's connections and communications than any other business or government. Governments, just like the population, are scared, and this is why companies like Facebook and Google spend more money on lobbying than all the tobacco and oil companies together. Many videos warn us against the material, emotional, and mental adverse consequences of the Metaverse. We are now not even certain who is influencing who, and who controls people who get to have a platform, power, or visibility. However, the problem is that in a few years' time we will be more or less forced to use the Metaverse to do things such as finding a spouse or finding work or socializing. Just like social media, it works by social pressure. Because everyone else will be on it, we will be left by no other choice but to join. However, just like social media, the Metaverse is a tool. The question is therefore not how to stay away from it, but how to navigate in the Metaverse and not being corrupted by it. When you subscribe to our channel, it helps us demonstrate we've got an audience, so we can apply for resources to create more and better quality content. Thanks for helping us.